What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word podcast. We are a pro wrestling and combat sports podcast. And what are you doing? What? I'm doing the. Why are you doing the intro? I thought you were asleep, man. Why would you think I was asleep? You looked like you were sleeping. He looked like he was sleeping. How could I possibly look like I was sleeping? You just did, man. I don't even blink. Sure you do. You blink. I've seen you blink. I do not blink. I just thought you were asleep. I was letting you rest. You look like you were resting your eyes or something. I don't know. I don't blink. Joe staring contest right now. This might go on forever. I am amazed that Joe is locked in, ladies and gentlemen. Get your bets in. Who's going to win this staring contest? Illegal brother-in-law Joe or Mark the Monster? Joe is, I'm amazed. I have blinked 17 times while this has been going on. I think he's cheating. How can he be cheating? He's on steroids. What? That doesn't make any sense. It makes zero sense. He's struggling now. Struggle buses kick there. All right, yes, I told you. I told you I don't blink. I was not asleep. You're trying to steal my job. I'm not trying to. Why would I steal your job? It doesn't make any sense. I think that's what you're doing. And you did the intro, whatever. We're brought to you by Underdogs VR. That's a mech VR game in MetaQuest. You get a big mech and you punch the bejesus out of other mech things. Right? That's what you do. Yeah. They're working on multiplayer. And Golden Gloves Boxing VR. That game gassed Joe out. He was hitting a speed bag and almost passed out. Yeah. I don't know if Joe almost passed out playing Golden Gloves VR. I don't. He definitely wet himself. He had to borrow pants from the Lost and Found. Why would there be a Lost and Found at his house? That doesn't make any sense. You don't know what he's got. That doesn't make any sense, man. It just really doesn't make any sense. So Panthers here.
I would say, man, they'll say I was out of shape. So, yeah, I guess that did get to me. So, there you go. Out of shape. There you
go. The boxing VR games are kind of, it's crazy. They are a good one.
Yeah, they're good.
Underdogs VR is a surprising workout. Just going to put that out there. I wasn't expecting it to be the workout that it is.
Yeah, some of them games, they feel normal, but when you're actually moving around in them, swinging, punching, or like even like a little sword fight, yeah, you're working out.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Forefront.
Yeah.
Forefront's been good. Zen Studios hooked me up with a copy of Pinball Effects. That felt like I was walking into an 80s arcade.
Okay.
Yeah, that video's up on our YouTube. Go check that out.
I saw that. I've been saying I've mostly been playing Little Critters since my kid. And
Little Critters is a good game, man.
I'm not mad at it. It's a good game. Like,
it's a good game.
She be trying to figure out how to play it. I be showing her. And then she be like, we do 2 rounds. You do 2 rounds. I do next 2 rounds. I'm like, all right. No big deal.
Panther dropped in the comments here to trick your mind and to make the workouts feel like just having fun playing, That's true. A lot of games on the MetaQuest do that. And you guys stick around till the end of the episode. I'll tell you how you can win a copy of Underdogs VR for the MetaQuest.
Ooh.
That seems fair, right?
That seems fair.
Really. There we go. Stick around. I'll tell you what you got to do at the end. That's that whole hook thing. That whole thing, I say, we'll see if that pans out for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember. My wife threw that in there. If you remember. I'll remember.
Damn.
She'll remind me. That's how I'm going to remember. One of you two is going to remind me. I got a lot of concussions. Y'all can kiss my ass. There's the monetization.
I reminded by the end of the in the show. I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll tell people how they can get the opportunity to win. First of all, you got to be subscribed. So do whatever you got to do for that shit. Be subscribed. Or don't be subscribed. Honestly, I don't care. I'll still do the game.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson. That was a good game on the Wii. I forgot about that. Was a good game.
Michael Jackson experience. I don't. On the Wii. There was
Yeah,
a Michael Jackson game on the Wii.
Yeah, it was like think of like Michael Jackson Moonwalker. It was like that. It had the cover of it.
There's fitness boxing games on the Switch, and one is Fist of the North Star, which is a great manga. It's a really good workout, right? Here's the thing, though: you can stay in one spot and do it. The boxing VR games, you got to move.
You got to definitely move.
Yeah. And Golden Gloves boxing, you got to move. Golden Gloves is cool because you can set up a mixed reality boxing gym in your living room. You can hang up a heavy bag, a speed bag, a double end bag, a slip bag. I like boxing underdogs a lot just because of the damage, the facial damage that happens. It's real time, so you can bust a dude up pretty good. But the training elements of Golden Gloves is really cool. And shout out to them. You know, maybe somebody could win a code for Golden Gloves. Maybe I can make that happen too.
I could say what I like about it though, in real time with the VR set, when they punch you in the face, you feel it. You actually feel it. I'm like, ooh.
Joe's over here feeling like he's getting his ass kicked.
So yeah. It's cool how they do that little sonic vibration, making you feel like you're getting pow in the face.
I was honestly a little surprised by pinball effects this morning.
Oh, what happened?
It just feels like you're playing a pinball machine. I was very surprised by that.
Okay.
I just thought it would feel like I was just playing a pinball game. You know what I mean? Like, there's pinball games on like the Switch and the Xbox. Man, you're playing with a controller and you're playing a pinball game. You're not playing pinball. It felt like I was playing pinball. It was very immersive, and it just felt really. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And there was a dart. There was a dart game in there too. The dartboard hanging up. You could throw darts. I suck at throwing darts. Just gonna put that out
there. Darts is easy.
One for me. Maybe. Yeah, I guess I should say I don't think I've ever actually played darts. Playing darts in that game, I was not good at.
Oh, okay. That explains everything, actually.
Yeah. I haven't spent a lot of time in bars throwing darts, Joe.
No, you can go anywhere and throw darts. Hey, Dave and Buster's got darts. You can throw them at trying to win the games.
I spend more time throwing jabronis out of bars.
Okay.
That sounded tough. That sounded tough.
That did sound tough.
Thank you. I tried. Well, so you've been playing Little Critters. Have you dabbled back at all into Demio, Dungeons and Dragons, Battle Mark?
I'm gonna do it. Not yet.
Let's see. We gotta play that together. We need to get together and play that together. Stay tuned on the Instagram. I'll announce when we're gonna go live on YouTube. We'll go live on YouTube with some Demio, Dungeons and Dragons, Battle Mark playing together.
Yeah, I would say the main games I've been playing the most is the Little Critters. Let's see, what's the one game? The little aliens fighting aliens. I forgot the damn name of it.
Yeah, Panther said he's too busy asking for orange juice in a beer bottle at the bar because he's straight edge. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Do it like 50 Cent. Tell him to put ginger ale in the bottle. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Took a lie detector and they asked him. He said, "Yeah, it's ginger ale. You don't drink. You don't smoke."
Yeah, that's one good thing. He knows what to do right now in his life with 50 Cent.
He said he ain't ever smoked and he ain't ever drank.
Oh yeah.
They asked him if his line, I get high all the time, if it was a lie. He said, "No, not really. I had a contact eye because everybody else was smoking around me." That's how you know 50 was a real drug dealer.
Hey, don't get high off your own supply.
Hmm. I was shocked when I heard that. I'm like, what? 50's
Mm-hmm.
over here having put ginger ale in the bubbly bottles?
Hey, you gotta think about it. He did sponsor that Ciroc. You don't know if it was water or Sprite that he was drinking when they sold it, so you can't tell right now.
We got a lot to cover for the weekend wrestling. We're going to have to talk about our fantasy faction.
Okay.
We got to make some changes.
Yeah.
We are in what, 15th place, I think? We might be lower than that now.
Uh, I think we like in the bottom, like we lower tens in the tens.
Yeah, we are not doing great. But there's some changes. Listen, things have happened and have surprised me.
Yes.
Just gonna put that out. Things have happened that have surprised me in the world of pro wrestling. One thing that we're going to have to talk about, and we may as well just jump right off of this, I think it surprised a whole lot of people. This didn't surprise me, though. TNA shit the bed on their debut on AMC.
How I know it's gonna be?
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
How I know it's gonna talk about? Okay, I can say this.
I ain't going to say I told you so.
I'll say this. I watched
But
it.
I told you so.
I watched it, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I watched it.
You actually watched it. Okay.
I
Lay it
watched
on me, Joe. I didn't watch it. So.
Okay, so I watched it. So the opening of the show, they had the little history of TNA, da da da. Then they had AJ come out. I don't know if the production team didn't hit AJ music on time, but they showed his logo in the background on the screen. And then he came out, just talking, said he wasn't gonna be here that much longer, waste everybody's time. So welcome to TNA, da da da. Then they started doing history of all the belts from the X Division, the World Title, Knockout Tag Team, who all had it, prompt and everything. And then it got a little downhill when they started bringing out returns, like Sonya Deville, which they called her DeRay something, which when they said it, I didn't know who the hell it was, but Sonya Deville. She's on there now, and she's being like a authority figure.
The crowd had no reaction to that.
Yeah, because her name, nobody know who it was, but the commentary, like, look at her making her return.
I don't think they knew who it was when they seen her either.
Yeah.
Daria.
Daria. That was it, Daria. And what else happened? Then next you got, it was just mostly talking.
There were 3 matches in 2 hours.
Yeah, so you got the Iconics, well, icons that they call themselves. They dropped the belts because they're leaving. From what I heard, their contract was up. They're leaving. Boom. Then you got the TNA Knockout Champion doing the Open Challenge, and the girl from NXT, I don't know her name, came out and signed the contract and did it for her. Then what else? They did.
Panther says the Iconics are free agents.
Yes, and next was, I don't know what you want to call him, but a guy saying that he was the newest member of some fashion group. I don't know what it was, but I watched it. And then the main match was Frankie Kazarian versus Santana. I would say that match, it was okay.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
I said
it wasn't okay.
I said it was okay. I ain't say it was the greatest, it was the best something to watch. I'm just saying it was okay.
Listen,
there were
nothing against the talent in the ring. Nothing against Frankie. Nothing against Santana. The booking of that match was profoundly confusing. But let's rewind. Stay tuned. I'll tell you why that match confused the hell out of me.
Okay, another thing is okay. So
TNA's debut on AMC had 3 matches inside of 2 hours. The opening match was the Hardys and Elijah, formerly Elias in WWE. Still doing the same bit.
Hey, he does that pretty good. Walk with Elijah.
I like Elias. I liked Elias in WWE. Why he's not in WWE, still can't wrap my head around it. But you had them facing Order 4, which is Mustafa Ali and his cronies. 3 guys.
3. Yeah. Well, actually,
is there a 4th man to this group?
No. It was just the 2. The 2 going at each other, but they had 3 altogether outside. But yeah,
it's a 3-man team.
3-man
called
team.
the Order 4.
Yeah. The 4th person, I think, is out.
There is a 4th guy out there somewhere.
I think
right?
It's like the manager, but that's about
okay. It. So there is a 4th guy that exists. Okay, cool. Yeah. Just making sure, because I'm not gonna try and bullshit anyone and pretend I keep up with TNA because I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, there will be a 4th. Panther says there will be a 4th. There's not yet, but there will be. So that's
yeah. It's like it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, there is a 4th, but either out on injury or it's not there yet. That's what I can tell you right now. But there is a 4th.
I'm not one to ever say people need to hang it up. I think, it's cool that the Hardys are still having fun doing it. I don't know if the Nostalgia Tag Team is what you open the show with. Like,
I about that, take truth.
Yeah, like I just don't know if that's the show opener. Like, there's a lot of criticisms. Yeah, I just don't know if that's how I would book it. Like, I don't know if that's what they should have done. There's so many things that I watched a lot of stuff about it, and I watched the highlight that shit. I don't know if TNA or AMC, whichever one put the highlight thing on YouTube. I watched the highlight, and the highlights that they put together seemed like a low light because they showed a lot of bad production things that confused me further from the things I read about how bad the show was.
I'll go there.
But I don't think I just think like AJ should have been the nostalgia thing to open the show. They should have had the first match be young, exciting talent, not the Hardy Boys. And again, no disrespect. I would have opened. I don't know who the young, exciting dudes are on the roster, but I would have opened with whoever the young, exciting dudes are on the roster.
The youngest on TNA is Leon Slate at 21, but
who couldn't make the show.
Visa issues.
How in the world do you not figure out the visa issues before your debut on a new cable network? How do you do that?
It happens to everybody with the visa. It happens to a lot of people with that visa.
Listen, a lot of things happen to a lot of people. A lot of people get surprised. But you know who doesn't get surprised? A dude with a plan. How in the hell are you trying to build TNA up to try and pretend that you have a shot in hell to be the number 2 wrestling promotion in the world? And you don't figure out your damn visas for some of your best talent. How do you do that? What type of mental midget is in charge of this promotion? Is Bubba Ray Dudley in charge?
No. He just.
Dude,
yes.
When I heard that ahead of the show, they're going to have to make some changes because of visa issues, I thought, how stupid do you have to be to not have visas figured out for your top talent? That's essentially not booking their flight. How do you do this?
If I knew how the visa issue worked, I could answer it for you, but I don't know.
I don't know either. It ain't my job to know. But if it was my job to know, I guarantee you that shit wouldn't get messed up.
Mm-hmm. But speaking of AJ Styles, I forgot to tell you, he was also throwing some hints about going after the TNA title one more time against Kazarian. So I think him and Kazarian are going to have one more match.
Do you think that's a realistic possibility?
Mm-hmm. I would say, yeah. Realistically, yeah. If you want to
I
end his career, he could end it one in TNA, then WWE at the last moment, or
I
vice
see
versa.
something. I don't know if this is true. Maybe you can look this up and tell me. I can check here in a minute. I seen something share that says there's 75 days left in AJ Styles' contract.
That's
Yep.
be,
His
that's
last
about the end
match
of
is
April.
75 days away.
Yeah, that should be end of April contract. Yeah.
How do you fit AJ Styles in a TNA World Title match inside of 75 days? How do you make this happen?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't work Frankie into a costing AJ a title match in WWE because AJ's in a program with Gunther now and there's no title. So I don't know how you get there, nor do I think WWE would take a chance that AJ could get hurt in a TNA match and not be able to retire on time in WWE. It's not worth the gamble.
Mm, I would say the best way to do it, let's just say he at WrestleMania. That's the what? The fourth this year? Fifth?
Mm-hmm.
He could do it after that. He could do it after that. Somewhere between, we'll just say, fifth. He could do it around the 23rd. 23rd. Or be on TNA live show. Or you doing TNA live show.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we
I
do.
don't know how they get it there. Nor do I think it's worth risking AJ Styles' safety to have him do a match in TNA. I personally wouldn't book it. Like I wouldn't let it happen if I were Triple H. You
But then
touched on
again,
Sonya Deville. There was another throwaway match in there. The Inspiration versus the Elegance brand. Perez Hilton was there for some reason. I didn't know that guy still existed in the world of things.
yeah, that's why I said that he was part of that the new guy with the fashion statement talking about a week ago
Elegance
he was like
brand,
300 pounds. Now he's
dude.
290,
I don't know.
190.
Um, all the like attempts to like everything that I seen that TNA did on AMC to try and pretend that they were WWE made them look like GCW. Like, oh, this is the Hollywood Row. Random celebrities nobody knows. Perez Hilton hasn't been famous since MySpace existed. Like, and your Hollywood Row in the crowd, there was nobody else there. You had 7 people grouped together surrounded by empty seats. Did they film this before the event started? All these cuts to the crowd where they were showing people. Was this before the other fans were there? Or was there this much empty space?
That was that much empty space. That was legit live.
Because I know they were giving out free tickets the day of the show.
Oh, I know that part.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I know.
Had people send me pictures of the tickets they were giving for free. Yeah. It was that show was able to be attended for free. $3 could get you tickets to the AMC debut of TNA. The same TNA that got a 1.62 cage match rating for their debut.
It went okay. Like one site gave it 1.6, another site gave it 1.25. I thought.
Bleacher Report gave the show an overall C minus. Wildly generous. Wildly generous.
That was nice.
They gave the main event, Frankie Kazarian versus Mike Santana, a B. They gave that a match a B.
I want to say a B now.
If you have never watched televised professional wrestling, Nothing. Like, that was like the very first match you ever seen. If you had the ability of critical thinking, I would have to imagine you would have to at the end of that match when Mike Santana won, you would have to think to yourself, how did that clothesline in the match? They both hit the same clothesline a total of 7 times in the match. So many other big spots took place, and a clothesline won him the TNA World title for the second time.
Around the block. That's the name of Around the Block. It's like the Rainmaker. Around the block. That's basically what it is.
No, it's not. It is not like the Rainmaker.
You gotta think about it.
Also, Frankie Kazarian hit the same leg drop 4 different times in that match. They literally did the same spot 4 times for him to hit that leg drop.
I'll say the one that got me was Frankie did the Canadian Destroyer, and it barely got a 2 count. When he went, it barely got a 2 count. He kicked out of it, like barely a 2 count.
And again, there were big moves. There was a Spanish Fly, and a Code Red, some reversals that were really slick. Like, there were other ways you could have put that title back on Mike Santana in that match. Him winning with Around the Block ain't the way. It shouldn't have been the way to do it. It had no impact. The crowd didn't react at all. Like, a surprise roll-up would have been a better finish to that match. Again, that's not on the talent. I blame the producer. Whoever produced that match picked the wrong finish.
He almost had Kazarian almost had him with a roll-up.
Yeah. But Santana could have won with the roll-up. It would have been perfectly fine. Because had Santana won with a surprise roll-up, then that would have made sense to me why those two had a match at Genesis.
Oh, there was a one move in the ring. What was it? Kazarian was on the rope, in the middle of the ropes, and like Santana was supposed to go for like a power bomb, but I guess he messed it up when he went to grab him from the ropes.
Oh, man.
But I would say this: I wouldn't give it a B if I was grading it. I would say
it's a C.
I'll give it C minus, a good C minus.
C minus is probably fair. It was an average match, slightly below average because the finish. It was a world title match, and that's your finish. It was supposed to be the rechristening of Mike Santana as the future of the company. But then, 2 effing days later, you have these guys have a Texas death match for the TNA heavyweight title. They knew they were going to do a Texas death match in 2 days. Why wouldn't you have had the first match end in some form of controversy for a cliffhanger to have a reason to do there was no reason for a Texas death match. Mike Santana won clean.
I say this.
In the middle of the ring, he won clean with a clothesline. How the hell does that warrant a Texas death match?
I think they ran out of time. So they had to hurry to come with a finish.
Maybe they wouldn't have run out of time had they not had a commercial break in the middle of all 3 matches.
Yeah. But when you go back and watch, well, I ain't watched it once, but I'm saying they ran. It looked like they were running out of time because commentary was talking about how they had about a minute left in the match, and then I guess from what I say, it was supposed to end in like a count out probably because they ran out of time, but they hurry up and just did the round the block.
People are going to say, Jeremy, why are you so pissed off about the whole TNA thing? Right? I feel like I might be more worked up about than you thought I was going to be. Here's my issue. For the last 6 months, I've had to sit around and hear a bunch of dipshits trying to tell me about how TNA is going to be the #2 wrestling promotion. I had to watch mental midgets like Eric Bischoff tell me TNA is going to surpass AEW. I had to see other wrestling content creators go, there's going to be a time that TNA is going to beat AEW in the ratings. They couldn't even execute their debut correctly. They then couldn't execute a pay-per-view 2 days after their debut on AMC correctly.
I heard the preview wasn't bad. I heard
they didn't tell you there was going to be a Texas death match on the pay-per-view at the debut for the match that made them have to have a Texas. How do you have a no-build Texas death match? It's like they've never watched pro wrestling. Texas death matches get billed. It is the end-all, be-all match. Like, sometimes it's the cage match, right? That's the blow-off for the feud. But if you have to go to Texas death, first of all, there's got to be levels to get you to Texas death. It's literal death. You can't win with a clothesline and then go to a death match. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know if you noticed, but they did say after the match, after the show in general went off the air, that's when they announced the match. And that's when Nick.
Where they announce it?
After the show.
Where?
Like I said,
after the show.
They ran out of time.
Did they yell it to the 8 people who stuck around for that stinker of a finish night?
I guess so. But yeah, what happened was after the show went off, Nick came out with his little, what you want to call it, the cash in money briefcase trophy. Said he's going to cash it in Saturday at Genesis, and that's when they announced the whole Texas death match.
Yeah, so Genesis, we had Texas death match. Mike Santana won again. We had Nick Nemeth still to this day cosplaying as Shawn Michaels. He then attacks Santana. So this is the other thing. Nothing else on the rest of the card for Genesis even matters. This world title match doesn't even matter, but literally nothing else matters. So I don't even see a point in touch on any of that. Unless you want to. We can if you want to.
I think we did enough.
Nick Nemeth is a special guest referee.
Yep.
Of a Texas death match.
Mm-hmm.
That he kind of shows favoritism to the babyface throughout the match. Like he's showing favoritism to Mike Santana throughout this match, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mistaken. It wasn't right down the middle. A key indicator of that is the finish to the damn match. So, again, Texas death match. The finish to the match is a splash off a ladder through a table. Before that, we had a spot with a barbed wire baseball bat. But your finish is a splash off a ladder through the table.
Mm-hmm.
To which Nick Nemeth counts the 1, 2, 3. Raises Mike Santana's hand. Then hits him with the zigzag. Goes out and gets his trophy. I don't know what the trophy's from. What's that from?
Okay, so him and Kazarian won it at the what's the card? I forgot what's called, but they won the trophy for #1 contender for that trophy. It was a tie, so they both are co-owners of it.
So either one of them can cash in for a world title.
Yes, Frankie did it first. That's how he got the belt. I got the belt. So Nick has it now. Well, he had it last night.
So Nick Nemeth takes his, I'm just going to call it, I'm going to call it the briefcase, because it's money in the bank, whatever. He goes to cash in. So to cash in, he gives his trophy to the commentators, gets back in the ring, calls for a referee. The referee gets out there. Mike Santana then hits him with a clothesline or whatever. Yeah, hits him with a round the block. Picks up his world title and dips.
Oh, so he still got it. Okay. Still got it.
None of that makes any sense. Let's just go out the gate and just address the elephant in the room. The entire match, Nick Nemeth was the referee. He held the ladder for Mike Santana to do the splash that won the match. If his intentions were to cash in, why wouldn't he have pushed the ladder over and pinned Frankie Kazarian? The logic in helping Mike Santana win to then double cross him, to then try and cash in with commentary. He was an official for the night. Come here.
Oh, Lord. Here we go, y'all.
He was already the referee. He was the referee. Why would he call for a ref? At any given moment, Nick Nemeth could have counted himself the winner of the Texas Death Match. He could have interjected himself at any time when both of the competitors were down. He could have just grabbed the mic and said, I'm cashing in. 1, 2, 3. That's all he had to do. Why wouldn't he have done it that way? Why would he have waited for Mike Santana to be standing victorious in zero distress? No fatigue. Hey, just my hand is raised. I'm king of the world. With the element of surprise, you know what would have been more surprising? If your referee pushed you off the ladder. None of that shit made any sense. You had an entire week of TNA where everything they did to close the show was some of the dumbest booking I've seen in professional wrestling. Like, absolute shit show. Absolute shit show.
I'll say this. Maybe he couldn't do it because even though he was the ref in the match, he probably needed a legit referee to count. He couldn't just count himself 1, 2, 3. So
there's no rule that says he can't do that. You know what else you can't do? You can't cash in with the commentary team, and he tried to do that. Right? They could have had him at least try, right? Like he could have at least. I'm going to count the 3 count, right? Like, I mean, that's happened in professional wrestling. We've had people do that. So there is a precedent already set where you can count your own 3 count, right? He could have at least tried, and then it could have given them something where Santino goes, you can't do that, man. You were a wrestler for this match. You were an official. The match you were an official in hasn't ended yet, so you know what? You can cash in, but it'll be the 3 of you, and then you have a cliffhanger, and then you have a reason to tune in next week. But instead, you just got a guy who can't cash in correctly. But there's no reason why the cash in didn't happen. If you can cash in to the commentary team, which is what he tried to do, the match should have started. There was a ref at the ring. Mike Santana should have been able to just leave.
Did the bell ring, though? Did the bell ring?
Yeah, that's true. We didn't get to a bell ringing, but who was supposed to call for that? Because he didn't cash in with a ref. He cashed in with commentary. He could have at least given it to the timekeeper. Give it to the ring announcer? Don't give it to the commentary. What the hell is the commentary team supposed to do with your trophy? It doesn't make any sense. Nick Nemeth's been around long enough. He's been around long enough. He knows how to cash in, for God's sake. He's done it. Right? Absolute shit show. No one in charge of that company knows what the hell they're doing with the wrestling promotion, and no one's going to convince me otherwise. I went through all of that, Joe. All of that. to be able to say this. 2 years ago, we had a conversation that I thought there was a potential for there to be a battle for the number 2 wrestling promotion. I thought, man, maybe TNA could be like, they could get like real close. I didn't think they'd surpass. I mean, I thought we could have like a really good, like good competition for 1 and 2, or for 2 and 3. Like TNA can like be good. I take all that away. It was 2 years ago. In 2026, I don't believe that at all. I hope I improved wrong on my opinion of TNA. I hope I'm wrong. But as I've said recently, every time I've tried to watch, I always turn it on and it's some bullshit. This week was no different.
They need Scott D'Amore back.
They do need Scott D'Amore. And 2 years ago, I said that Scott D'Amore was in charge. They went back to being TNA from Impact Wrestling. And there's all this goodwill toward TNA. They had a working relationship with AEW. I thought, man, they could do something. Mm-hmm. They did this partnership with WWE, and I think all it did was hurt the company like I said it would. All WWE did was take away the top stars like I said they would. WWE raped and pillaged TNA, and they left it a shell of its former self, and it's going to suffer from that partnership. It's not going to soar because of it. And here's my bold prediction. Not only will TNA not be number 2, by the end of 2026, I think they might be fighting to be number 3. I think there's a good chance they get surpassed as number 3 by either AAA or ROH. I think Ring of Honor gets a TV deal in 2026. And if Ring of Honor gets a TV deal in 2026, and the quality of the Ring of Honor shows, weekly shows, are what they are on Honor Club, if TNA doesn't do something, they don't stand a chance. They'll be number 5.
Well, I don't know if it's true or not, but I did see they had a partnership till 28. They're even TNA partnership till 28.
What are they going to? All WWE's going to do is take TNA talent, the good talent, and they're just going to take them. They let Joe Hendry be on Genesis. The Joe Hendry shtick is done. Nobody gives a shit. You know how I know nobody gives a shit? Because Chris Bay said Joe Hendry's name on the AMC debut, and he didn't show up. The whole gimmick is if you say his name, then he appears. They said his name, and he wasn't there. WWE wouldn't even lend them Joe Hendry for the night where it would make sense for him. Instead, they'd lend him for a pay-per-view because the visa shit's messed up. And I throw AAA out there as like the possibility because AAA has such fun matches because it's a Lucha Libre, and Lucha Libre is always fun. But then you have WWE's hands all over that, where AAA doesn't even make any sense. I sense, why would Rey Mysterio come to the aid of Grande Americano? He's done nothing but feud with Grande Americano. If Omos was beating the shit out of all 48 of the Americanos, Rey Mysterio should have been cheering Omos. It doesn't make any sense. And I had someone say, well, Grande became a babyface in AAA.
Somebody said that.
It doesn't matter. He made a mockery of Lucha Libre in WWE. And guess who's in WWE? Rey Mysterio. Grande Americano only exists because of Dominic Mysterio having Chad Gable learn Lucha Libre to mock the luchadors. It doesn't make any sense, Joe.
Okay. I did watch it. Now, like I said, during the match, Ray was at commentary. And then the Americana got the, little male PDB put in his face.
Yeah.
He went for that. And then that's when somebody was starting to come out on the other side from the, what's it called? Viking side. And that's when Ray said, I don't like how he's going down. So he left and he went to grab something. Then he grabbed the kendo stick. And that's when you see him coming down to the ring, helping out. Americana. And do I know why? I can't tell you why.
And here's my thing. I understand the thought process of turning Vikingo heel. That makes sense because the AAA crowd hates Vikingo. They didn't booking him as a babyface when he was the most hated guy in the promotion. They didn't want him to be the world champion. You know, they wanted Del Rio. So you turn Vikingo heel. I get it. But in the process of turning Vikingo heel, you still had Grande Americano put the plate in his mask and use it on Vikingo before Omos whooped his ass. Grande Americano still did the heel bit while trying to turn him babyface. Again, it's almost like they've never watched pro wrestling. Shit stresses me out. This shit stresses me out.
Yes,
I know everyone. I know Triple H has been on, doing the round, and so is CM Punk saying, don't be an analyst, just be a fan. Well, they can kiss every square inch of my ass because I'm going to analyze their bad booking. Because, I mean, the shit doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make any sense. And sit back and have fun. But I can't turn off my critical thinking skills. I can suspend my disbelief. I can do that. Absolutely, I can do that. I can sit back and I can enjoy the ride. But I can't turn off my critical thinking skills. I just can't do it. I'm not one of these unwashed heathens. I'm going to believe whatever Triple H tells me to believe because I might be able to be put in a video package. I'm not that dude.
I mean,
Bro,
I'll say there are some creators that do go against what Triple H is doing right now. There are some that are against it, and then there are some that are for it. But it, like you said, it's basically two people point of view. And I would say put it in respective terms. They're trying to build the companies up, but they're doing it slowly, trying to get you to get your attention to watch it and make up these good storylines that kind of make sense, but don't.
All AAA needs to be, AAA just needs to be Lucha Libre and be totally different than what we see on WWE TV. It needs to have no similarities. It needs to not be produced that way. It just needs to be Lucha Libre, and it will get a fan base, and people will love and enjoy it, and it'll be fine. TNA needs to figure out their identity. Like, they need to stop pretending they can be number two because they did nothing to show that. They had poor production quality. They had poor booking, poor matches, poor structure to the show. Everything was piss poor this week from TNA. If you think it was going to be number two, I hope you're still standing on business and still trying to pump that bullshit up like Eric Bischoff is. Because, man, I tip my hat to Bischoff. He didn't fold like a lawn chair. He's still saying that shit, and it ain't true. You can break it down. Advertising, everything, the revenue stream, all that. TNA is not going to be the number two company in 2025, 2026. It's just not going to happen. Not realistic. Dumb to even think it. All the people who thought it, I told you were stupid when you thought it, and TNA went and proved me right. I hope they prove me wrong, but all they did this week was prove me right.
Hey, I'll just say this. I thought it was going to be a good show because I got AMC, y'all. So I thought, like, it's going to be a good show. It's on a good cable network that we got.
And you know what, man? All those other content creators out there who said all that shit and jumped on the TNA hype train and really tried to gobble up Triple H's nuts on that whole partnership, and me saying that you were a dipshit for thinking it, I want you to know that I mean no harm. But I mean all the disrespect in the world whenever I say that shit, because you dumb. I don't know what you thought. But yeah, WWE's sole goal was to make TNA better. No, it's not. No, it's not. Scott D'Amore being in charge would have made TNA better. They would have kept Scott D'Amore there and never done the WWE partnership. TNA would be in a better spot because they would have kept a bunch of the talent who was going to Scott D'Amore. Josh Alexander would still be there. We'd just go with just that. You can put the whole company on that dude's back.
Ooh, Also, Moose said he was about to go, but Scott Demore was his good friend, and he stayed. Then, what? 2 months later, got released.
Yeah. Yeah. What else you want to talk about from the week in pro wrestling? I think I've talked TNA to death. I shit all over that.
Yeah, TNA. I think you did enough about the TNA. I think you did. You broke it down pretty good. Like I said, I really thought it was gonna be. I really thought it was gonna be a decent show. I watched it. Then it just, like I said, they started showing new faces, what they're gonna do, what they're gonna bring, what's gonna happen. But then they just, I would say, 90% of the time it was just mostly talking. They're just mostly talking, and I really thought they were gonna bring Jeff Jarrett out because they brought out Dixie Carter, and I thought Jeff Jarrett would came out because Jeff is the one who
They
made
didn't even
TNA.
mention Jeff Jarrett.
They
He
didn't
got
mention him.
0 mentions.
Yeah.
None. The company doesn't even exist without Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Jeff and Jerry Jarrett built the entire thing, and you're not going to mention him at all. No respect on that man's name. Yet again, a time in my life that I never thought would come where I'm defending Jeff Jarrett.
Hey, I thought he was about to come out when they had Dixie, but then Bully came out, and I'm like, okay, Jeff about to come out. Nah, he didn't come out.
I'll be curious to hear what Jeff Jarrett has to say about the entire thing. That'd be interesting to hear.
I think he said that TNA never reached out to him about showing up.
Seems about right. He's working for AEW, so WWE's not gonna let TNA reach out to him.
But look at this way, yeah.
SmackDown happened.
Oh, SmackDown was good, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, that was good. It was good.
No, what I seen at SmackDown was all right. I didn't watch the whole show.
Yeah, I'll say this: for 3 hours, SmackDown doing better than Raw. Tell you the truth.
Is it? So I didn't watch the whole all SmackDown. I caught the highlights. Truth be told, the only wrestling show that I watched in its 100% entirety during its initial broadcast this week was Ring of Honor. Everything else I watched in weird random chunks and highlight clips, and I have no idea what happened on Collision. Well, I know the trios titles changed hands, but that was because I've seen the spoilers. I don't even know what happened on Collision last night.
You don't? Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna let you clue me in. Tell me everything that you loved on SmackDown. Tell me about Collision because I ain't got a damn clue.
Okay. What I like about SmackDown is it's 3 hours. So I'll say the opening with Drew. That was pretty good.
I did think that was good. I thought Drew is a.
Drew.
I thought they were gonna try and turn him babyface there.
It did like a babyface move, but then he said, "Screw you people! You never believed in me." I'm like, damn, you got me. I mean, he went from jumping in the crowd, waving the belt, high fiving everybody, and then screw you people. And then let's see. Then you got Cody coming out. He letting him know that in his clause, Cody doesn't get a rematch. He got to start from the bottom. So that's why Cody is entering the Rumble. You got Jacob Fatu making his return. I think that's going to be the first match with him and Drew. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Randy also was there, too. Yeah. I would say, also, next, I would say they're doing good building up Trick Williams. In the few, I think him and Randy, I think it's going to be him and Randy, the final two at the Fatal 4-Way. It's going to be between him and Randy.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to say him and Randy. It's going to be between one of them two. And let's see here. Matt Cardona. They let him be Cardona now. That's a good thing. No more Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
What's it called? What else happened? Oh, Leon Slate and Carmelo Hayes for the U.S. title. Now that was a good match, y'all. That really was a
So
good match.
I've only seen very small clips. I need to go and watch that full match. I've seen people saying there's a chance that that's going to be a match of the year contender already. They're already saying that's probably going to be match of the year. I feel like, man, it's early, but man, last year my match of the year happened in January. Last year it was Gabe Kidd and Kenny Omega happened in January for me, and I still held true. That was my match of the year at the end of the year. So, do you feel like this could be match of the year?
It's too early for me to say. It really is too early for me to say. But I would say if it had to be, I would say it's one of their best matches so far this month.
Do you think it's thus far the best match in the month of January?
I'll say
Not a
on
lot has
WWE side.
happened, but I mean, there's been TNA already that you've watched, WWE,
Oh yeah.
AEW. Is it
I
the match
put
of
it like
January?
I would say it's the match of January in WWE. WWE.
Okay. Well, I will do my best to make time to watch it. I've seen a lot of great things, and people are like really like it. When I seen the clips, I mean, they did a good job. When I seen the
They did
clips, I
a
haven't
good
watched the
job.
whole match, and I would like to watch the whole match.
Okay. I ain't gonna spoil it for you then. Yeah.
You can
But yeah,
spoil it for me. I mean, Carmelo had to have won, right?
Carmelo won with the 48.
Cool.
What else happened? Oh, you might not care about it, but it looked like Jay Cargill and Jordan Grace are going to fight for the title.
Okay.
Okay. And the main event, Sammy and Dragunov. Ooh, I think Sammy is babyface kind of turns slowly heel. Babyface.
So I was kind of wondering. I seen the clips of those shots he landed on Dragunov.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we could be easing ourselves into a Sami Zayn heel turn with Sami maybe being more aggressive and being sick of being the underdog after 12 years? Because I'm here for that. If we're turning Sami Zayn heel, I'm here for that.
Uh, if I had to put it, I'll say it'd be great if they put him back in that conspiracy Sami Zayn where he was a heel.
So I don't want that. Like, I was thinking that. I'm like, man, as much as I like the conspiracy Sami Zayn, that was a chicken shit heel. I don't want Sami as a chicken shit heel. I want to see if Sami Zayn can convince me that he's a tough guy. I want a. I would like to see if Sami Zayn could convince me that he has those El Generico skills still, but with a dark side. Vengeance. I want to see if Sami Zayn can be like a old school Randy Orton and win at all costs, take on anybody, here to scrap. Because if you can give me that Sami Zayn, I'm here for that. Because
I think
I
there's
don't like
one
the underdog.
thing. I think there's one thing that's going to stop that from Sami Zayn. It just and his face and voice doesn't give that devilish heel side to him.
They just have to change the delivery. Sami Zayn just has to change the way he does his promos. Stop with the pandering to the crowd and I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for you. I'm gonna fight for this. I'm gonna fight for that. And he just needs to bring everybody in real close. He needs to start talking real soft. Make it so you gotta come in and listen to him. You gotta speak real deliberate. Be real specific about what he's gonna do and why he's gonna do what he's gonna do. And he's gonna come out there. He's gonna beat your ass because he's been overlooked and he's been left aside when he should have been given the opportunities. He's not asking to be given the opportunities anymore. He's going to take them. He's going to take the opportunities away from everyone else who gets them. So if you get a title opportunity, just know that Sami Zayn's going to come and take it away from you. Have him be a crippler. Trick Williams gets a title shot, that's fantastic. Because before Trick Williams can ever have that match, Sami Zayn's going to wrap his leg around the ring post and bash it in with a steel chair.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which,
I
after
had
Sammy
Sami
won,
Zayn beat Bret Hart in '97.
well, yeah, after Sammy won, Trick did come out and the trick shot. He gave it to him.
Sammy should be Bret Hart in '97. Babyface in Canada, heel in America.
That's they is gonna be there next week. No, Chambers. Yeah,
He should just take out everybody.
he should.
You could even align him with KO. Maybe KO manages. Maybe KO is just advising while KO is still on the shelf. Possibly not coming back, which is sad, but
Yeah.
you have Sami Zayn start cutting more methodical promos, real soft spoken, real deliberate, like Jake Roberts. Make people come in to listen to you. Don't yell. I'd be here for that, Sami Zayn. Shave his head, keep the beard. I'm here for that, Sami Zayn.
Oh, and lastly, I forgot the good old MFT and the Y6.
That's still a thing on SmackDown?
Yeah, Damian Priest had to fight Solo to be qualified for that Fatal 4-Way. And during the match, MFT was at the ring. Well, not all of them. But then the Y6 came out because they want the lantern. So Solo got the lantern. And they want the lantern back to represent Bray Wyatt's spirit. So they're fighting over the lantern. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Yeah. So
Wow. This feud's been going on for so long. And this criticism is going to sound ridiculous. But it's taken this long to take the lantern. If we were going to do the lantern bit, shouldn't we have done that at the beginning?
they took the lantern last week. They got it. And then this week they did a promo package why they need the lantern back. And during the match with Damian Priest, they came out about the MFT was fighting the Y6, and then Uncle Howdy about got the lantern. Then Solo pushed him into the table. Boom, got the lantern back.
Give me back my flashlight.
Yeah. And then Damian Priest did the pin. Damian Priest got the pin on him. Then Uncle Howdy went back in the ring. He got the lantern. Then the tall one, what's his name?
Tangaloa?
Yeah, the tall one. He came in, kicked under Howie, and he grabbed the lantern, and then they walked out.
That's preposterous.
Yeah, so right now we're having a battle for the lantern, y'all, with the Y6 and the MFT. And Shinsuke Nakamura is talking to
Tama Tonga.
Thank you. Yeah, tell them stop.
See clips of that. They may do that program, which I'm here for that. If they let them do it New Japan style.
Yeah, so they slowly bringing up their past history about in New Japan, and he letting them know not to be a follower. Do that.
They're my little muscle guy. I'm a 3D printer.
Oh, okay.
Make a whole little series of those. All that said, who was your wrestler of the week? Brought to you by Underdogs VR and MetaQuest. Wrestler of the week. Go ahead and everyone watching this on YouTube or Instagram, drop who your wrestler of the week was, your wrestler of the week and match of the week in the comments.
Okay.
YouTube or Instagram. And then if you drop your picks in the comments, I'll pick someone randomly and give you a copy of Underdogs VR.
Well, I got to give it to Carmelo and Leon for the match because it definitely was good. I almost had it to be MJF and Bandito, but then
That's my match of the week.
But I'm just saying that Carmelo and Leon, it definitely took it over. As the wrestler of the week, I gotta give the Bandito. I really gotta give the Bandito because he took one hell of a beating in that match.
That crossbody over the rail was crazy.
Yeah.
Bandito is once again my wrestler of the week. Bandito and MJF is my match of the week. That may change when I watch Carmelo. Yeah, Slater. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't give it. I can't judge that. But
okay, cool. Well, so for my analyzation for week 2, y'all. Okay, my good storyline. I gotta give it to the WWE because they switched it up on us. Our beliefs of what was going to happen with our teams and everything, they switched it up on the storylines for us. So I got to give props for that, for the storylines. They doing numbers. The promos, definitely on the WWE side. But as for watching televised, they both tie right now. They slowly. I give the AEW this week again. Just
another week for AEW?
Yeah, another week for AEW.
Yeah.
But I can't say. One thing I do like about AEW is that Collision got their own set. That's the only thing good about it. They got their own.
Is it a different set? So I did not watch Collision at all.
Okay.
I do like the new Dynamite set, and they use that for Ring of Honor also this past week. So I like the new Dynamite set. It has this vibe to it that feels like a hybrid of New Japan set pieces and the old Pride FC set pieces. Like, it just feels big and grand without taking up a shitload of space.
Okay. The Collision set, what's a good way to describe it? Okay. Think of it like it got a little screen above it, but then an entrance right here at the bottom, like a little small little entrance that's kind of orange and everything all around, where you just come out, and then the screen's on the side of the entrance as well, where you can see who the person is, the packages and everything. And it got its own little ramp to go down to the ring as well. So that's kind of cool.
Cool. Was Collision a good show?
Collision, it was a good show because you got FTR showed up, letting them know that that nobody can get the belts off of them, that they are the greatest tag team in the world. You got Kevin Knight. He was thanking Swerve and Hangman about their motivation speaks, how they are the future of the business, and Kevin Knight wanted to go up on his offer, and he's challenging Swerve this Wednesday on Dynamite. So I'm not, and with the whole trio thing, that was you knew the outcome already by the trio, but
Yeah, sadly. Maybe I should see if Will Hobbs does go to WWE. All signs seem to indicate, but I mean, I don't know that anyone who's reporting it knows shit. So like, he is no longer on the AEW roster page. Chris Jericho still is, or at least he was as of yesterday.
Yeah, Hobbs got taken off 15 minutes after the match. He was off this roster. So I'll say this: if Hobbs does go to WWE, I think he'll do good because as of right now, he just kind of in the shuffle. They just call him when they need him, basically. But if he goes to WWE, I say he has a better chance because you got to think right now in WWE, majority of the veterans are slowly leaving, and that will give him some room to grow in the company. And if they are right, if rumors are correct, he may just pop up on a SmackDown, not no NXT. If rumors are correct,
I'm gonna assume he goes to NXT.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. I don't think there's a reason for him to go to NXT, but I don't know where you put him in on SmackDown. I don't know what place he fills, other than being the monster. But ideally, Solo's entire crew is supposed to be the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know where you put him at in SmackDown, whereas you could put him in NXT and he could just destroy everybody for the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
What
Or
I would do, I would put him in NXT and I would have him go on a tear. I wouldn't put him with Ricky Starks, which is what I'm sure they will do if they put him there. I would put him against everybody. I would have him Bill Goldberg that shit. And I would have him go on a streak and just destroy the entire roster.
you know what I would do is if he did go to SmackDown, I'll do the Carlito, that title shot for the U.S. title, be in that mix.
Yeah, let's see it. Tomorrow on the show, we're going to preview Raw, and we're going to have to change up our fantasy faction.
Raw's at 3 tomorrow.
Raw at 3 tomorrow? We are not going to preview Raw tomorrow.
Raw at 3.
That is not going to happen. Okay, so here's my pitch for the fantasy faction. I got my notes ahead of me.
Gotcha. All right, let's go.
We make CM Punk the captain.
CM Punk the captain. Okay.
You can tell me if you want to change that. We keep the Usos as our tag team. We put Drew McIntyre on the team. Take Cody Rhodes off. We keep Bandito. We keep Carmelo Hayes. We keep Stephanie. I just iffy on that one. Is she really hurt?
She is really hurt, but the foot is not bad as they think they is. She can still wrestle.
Okay. So, do you think we keep her or no?
We still got Willow, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think we keep Moxley.
Okay. I would say this. I would put Drew as the captain. Because
Drew's probably going to wrestle more than Punk?
Punk, yes. Because he's fighting that Saturday main event, or this Friday, I believe it is. So I say Drew will be a fighting champion more than Punk.
Okay, so Drew is the captain. Then we have the Usos. And then we have Bandito, Carmelo, Jade, Moxley, Stephanie, Willow.
You said Jade?
Yeah. Let me go back here in my notes. Who is our team here? So who we currently have is Cody as the captain. The Usos are our tag team. Then we have Punk, Bandito, Carmelo, Maxine, Stephanie, Mox, Willow. That's who we currently
have. Okay. Yeah. I'll definitely say put Drew as the captain.
We have the Usos.
Got the Uso.
Then we have Punk. Bandito. Carmelo.
Definitely Carmelo.
Jade. Stephanie. Mox, Willow. Now, we do have the Rumble coming up. I feel like Bianca Belair is probably going to win the Rumble, the Women's Rumble. I have no guess for the Men's Rumble. Roman's not going to back, though. I don't know if Roman's going to win.
Let's see. I would say you got Jade Cargill as the.
I say we trade out Stephanie. I mean Maxine for Jade.
Yeah. I say Maxine for Becky.
Okay.
Then I'll say we'll do Jade. Take out Jade for.
Well, she's not currently on our team.
Oh, she's not? Oh.
Mm-mm. No, so we could do, making notes, Drew as a captain, Uso as a tag, and then we have, you said Becky?
Becky, yeah.
Bandito, Mox, Carmelo, Willow.
Wait, is the Fatal 4-Way a gimmick match?
Yeah, it would count as a gimmick match. It'd be worth some bonus points.
Okay. I would say in the Fatal 4-Way. Who has a better?
Who the hell is the IC champion?
Dominic Mysterio.
Still? He hasn't wrestled in a month.
Yeah, he's still the IC champion.
Okay.
I would say it's between Randy and Trick. That's probably going to win this Saturday. Definitely between them two. And my gut feeling saying we should put Randy on the team.
Okay.
Because it definitely will come down to either Trick or Randy fighting them for that title. I would say they do it to give Trick, but it's kind of too early. Give Trick a title shot. But it would be switching up the storyline because they is doing that to us. Switching up.
And are we gonna keep Stephanie or no? We could trade her for anybody.
Okay.
Do you want to put Solo?
I say this: we take off Stephanie, and with that Fatal 4-Way, I definitely say we can't put Trick and Randy because one of them gonna win.
Put them both.
Put them both. Yeah.
But then kind of can't. It wastes a pick though, because one of them won't get points no matter what.
Oh, damn.
Let's just go all in. Who do you think wins that match? You've been watching SmackDown regularly. Who do you think wins that?
I think they're going. It's definitely. I'll definitely say they'll give it to. They shouldn't give it to Randy, but I think they might give it to Trick just to make up the storyline, shake up some storylines on us. Because they is building up Trick pretty decent good right now.
Okay,
and
so
I'll say
Trick.
I would say they'll put Trick in the title shot for this one time, but then Drew will still win.
I kind of want to put Lee Moriarty back on the team for Ring of Honor.
He's still doing good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm good with it.
Hey, I think either him or Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle wrestles like every week on Ring of Honor. but he's not. But he doesn't have a title. And Lee Moriarty is still a pure champion.
Okay.
But Dalton Castle wrestles like a 6-man tag every week.
That wouldn't count with it.
I mean, it's just a straight up match, but I mean, it's points.
I'll let you pick the Ring of Honor since you watching more than me.
Mm-hmm. Or there's Athena. She's been the women's champion, Ring of Honor.
Ooh. Oh yeah, Athena. She like over 500 something days. Shit.
So Drew as captain, Usos as a tag, Becky, Bandito, Mox, Carmelo, Willow, Trick, Athena.
Okay.
There we go. We're locked in.
Okay, locked in.
All right. Well, that's it. Everybody enjoy Raw at 3 o'clock tomorrow. We're not going to play for When the Bell Tolls because there's no good way to guess that.
Nope. And don't forget the little promo you talked about.
I told them. Drop in their match of the week and their wrestler of the week in the comments. I'll pick someone randomly who drops it in, and they'll win a game for their MetaQuest.
Okay. All right. Never mind.
All right, everyone. Enjoy Raw tomorrow. We'll be back probably Wednesday. Recap Raw, preview Dynamite. Find out if Joe watched NXT because I'm not gonna. I'm also not gonna watch TNA on Thursday, but I will watch Ring of Honor on Honor Club. $10 a month. Go watch Honor Club. We're out.